When it comes to getting started on YouTube, it can be frustrating sometimes when you don't really know if your channel is working right. Maybe you are someone like me who's multi-passionate. You have a lot of things you want to talk about, but you haven't really cracked the code on how to actually grow your YouTube channel. Well, today is one of our favorite things to do here on the Think Media podcast, and that is live channel reviews. If you're watching us on the replay, I suggest you grab a pen and paper because you could be taking notes on some of the things that myself and my special guests today are going to be sharing with different content creators at all different levels. We'll have people who have just started their YouTube channels, and we'll probably be able to do some reviews on some people who have been at this game for a little while. So grab your pen and paper and we can jump into today's live reviews. I'm excited to tell you that this stream is a partnership with one of our favorite companies, vidIQ. And I am joined by none other than my special guest, Viper from vidIQ. He is the man about tech. He went from a corporate 9 to 5 to becoming a full-time content creator and executive producer at vidIQ. He achieved this by believing in himself and embracing the grind that comes with being a content creator. I know we can all relate to that. If you're watching this stream, you know that for sure. There are no shortcuts. It's all about doing the work. And I'm joined by my special guest and vidIQ representative, Viper. Viper, how you doing today?
Hey, yeah, what's going on, Heather? How you doing? We are live. Wow. All right.
It is my favorite to be able to bring energy to the stream, and we will always have energy when Viper is here. Viper, I remember, I love that you said you went from that 9 to 5 into becoming a vidIQ executive producer. It's so incredible. I remember years ago when Clubhouse started. Do you remember Clubhouse? Are you still on Clubhouse? Are you doing that thing
I
still?
still use Clubhouse on a daily basis, so yes, I remember it's still going.
I love it. And Viper was such a staple in the video community when Clubhouse started. And it's so awesome to see you here. We've got some fans that are already here. I wouldn't say fans, I'd say community members. And we're on a competing stream happening right now, right, Viper?
Yeah, it's funny because vidIQ goes live every Wednesday, so vidIQ's live over there right now too.
So fun. Well, hey, here's how channel reviews work on this channel. You can drop your channel if you'd like a review, like Dawn just dropped his here. And our Think Media team is in the comments. They're grabbing those channels for us so that Viper and I can look at them. We're going to pull them up. These are blind channel reviews, meaning we've not seen these channels before. We're going to give critiques based on our own personal experience and working with hundreds, if probably not thousands, of content creators on a monthly basis to help them be able to grow their YouTube channel. We're going to give insights into those channel reviews. You only need to drop it one time, and this is being streamed in a few different places. So if you're part of our Video Ranking Academy community, welcome to this live stream. You can drop your channel review, or if you're watching us live over on YouTube, you can do the same inside of the comments. So our team is everywhere right now, grabbing several different channels on a first come, first serve basis for us to do that. And we're also going to be doing some Q&A. So if you have a question you want to ask us, go ahead and put a couple question marks before and after, like Robert did here. And that just helps us to know when you're asking for your channel review, maybe something specific that you'd want us to cover in that review. So I'm going to pull up the first one here and see where it takes us. Looks like we're going to start with Jesse's channel. I'm going to pull up Jesse's channel here. And thank you, Victoria from the Think Media team, grabbing that. I think this is going to be a good one for us to start reviewing. Let's go ahead and just get started. Viper, right away, do you know what this channel is about?
Saving the planet one business at a time. So it's some type of planet saving channel from what I'm getting from
Yeah, that's what I
my
was thinking. I was
service.
like,
Yeah.
at first I thought plants because I saw plants, and then I was like, oh, saving the planet one business at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Planet 1.5. Maybe that's a brand name. That must be like a brand name that goes with it. Here we go. Okay, growing a green business. Got it. Okay, I know more what this is about. All right. First off, what is your take on the thumbnails, Viper?
I think like some of these thumbnails, like the what is ESG and the sustainability reporting thumbnails, I feel like they're kind of missing some context. Like, I mean, I can appreciate the solid colors that she's using for those thumbnails, but that kind of doesn't really do the video justice as far as knowing what I'm going to expect when I click on the video. So it kind of leaves the element of mystery up in the air, which sometimes is good, but sometimes you're not really doing enough, in my opinion, to let the viewer know what is going to happen. What is the video about? So I feel like she got a little bit more to some of the thumbnails.
Yeah. I definitely see that maybe in the last just couple weeks, she's maybe tried some different things with going into these thumbnails. And it looks like consistently posting content starting about 3 weeks ago. So if we really look at this, it took a year off of posting content and then jumped right back into it 3 weeks ago. So maybe doing some YouTube studying. I can tell even with the titles of these videos, like this one here got 80 views. This is a good title: Sustainability Reporting with the GRI Standards, 3 Simple Steps. So I think that's good when you think about like getting the exact videos your target audience is looking for, is a wise thing to do. And looks like we started, or before, videos were about 1 minute, 2 minutes long. And we're actually getting some quality videos out here now with 5, 6, 4, 5 videos that are happening here. Looking at this about page though, I mean, looking pretty good when you look at what this could be. Join our workshops in real life. So we're getting some call to actions. Hire our team to develop your challenging sustainability projects. So that's pretty good to see that they are actually giving some call to actions in there.
I'm glad that people are using their about page, because I don't know how many of you all are aware, but the YouTube algorithm actually takes keyword from your about page when it's trying to figure out who to put your videos in front of. So don't sleep on the about page. Make sure you're using it to give a good idea of what people can expect from your channel and what you want to do. But also understand that the algorithm is looking at your about page as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, jumping into some shorts. I don't like that they don't show us how long these have been anymore. Did you notice that change on YouTube? Like
Yeah,
before you could see when it was posted? What do you think about that?
that's kind of annoying, to be honest with you.
It feels annoying because I'm like, well, were these posted all in one day? Was this, what does this look like? Looks like they're batching. She's batching though. So congrats on batching your content. These 4 look like they're created, same shirt, same place, same vibe. So, so that's good. And I mean, getting better at these right here. Look at this last one, 400 views already. Coca-Cola is polluting the planet. You know why? That's a trend. Riding on that trend, super smart.
Looking at the environment. So for quite, there are some amazing benefits that businesses are getting from really investing time, money, and resources into being an ESG first organization.
You know what I'm thinking too, if I look at this one? Nope. Okay. So I was wondering if maybe she was creating content from her content. That would be a really smart idea to see what she's doing there. Anything else you want to talk about on this one here, Viper?
No, I think it seems like like you said, she just started 3 weeks ago or something like that. So, I mean, for the amount of content that she has out there for being in the game for 3 weeks, she's already off to a fast start. So keep up the good work and keep up the consistency, because that's really what's important. You got to be consistent with the upload. So keep up the good work.
I love that. And looks like she just started using the community tab also. Mix this up, get some photos in here, maybe some GIFs in here, use it like a social media feed, and that can help. You with your channels here. I got some questions that just came in. Let's see. We've got this one here. This one says, should I type my link more than once for you guys to see it? Is that okay? You only need to type it one time, Schofield Studios, and our team will be able to get that. That helps us to be able to grab those channel reviews. So no need to type that out more than one time. So just keep it one time is all you need. Still working on the hook of my video. Any tips? Won't say no to a channel review. Okay, so we're gonna do just channel reviews today. So if you have a question, you can ask that question, or if you'd like your channel to be reviewed, you can also click on. You can also drop your channel here. So I've got one that's about 1,000 subscribers. We're gonna get to this one here, and let's go. All right. So first off, a couple things I see with this one. This is Tech Edge. Tech related channel. They already got their handle, so it looks like they already jumped right into that handle game, so they can get their handle going here. Viper, you have your handle already?
Yes.
Yeah, super smart. What are you seeing right off the bat?
All right, so we go back up to the banner. You put your channel name in the banner, but you're not really giving me an idea what to expect from the channel by looking at the banner. So I feel like you're missing an opportunity there. So I would consider putting some type of value proposition in the banner, just so I know what to expect at a quick glance when I get to this channel. As far as the content goes, it seems like you're doing a lot of content about Elon Musk, which is the hot thing. So I guess that's a good thing to jump on right now with all the craziness going on over on Twitter with Elon Musk. So good job jumping on that trend and taking advantage of that.
Yeah, and you can see that even with the representation of the views here, 396 views when their last videos are 17, 11. This one here, again, Elon Musk. So really, really smart to jump on those different trends. Let's go here to videos. We can see how long they've been creating content. Actually, let's go back here. Channel's been up since October 2019. And let's go to this About page and see if we can figure out a little bit more. This is the place for tech news, innovation in the world, tech, gadgets, and gear. We cover everything from Elon Musk to Tesla to new technologies and incredible inventions that actually exist. You won't believe what you find here. All right, so they're really making their channel based on Elon Musk because they put that inside of their title.
Yeah.
How do you think these thumbnails are looking, and what do you have to say about maybe some of the titles that are happening?
Let's see. I mean, the thumbnails. I feel like I like the thumbnails that were more recent better than these are we're looking at right now. But as far as titles go, I like the fact that they're using shorter titles because what you all need to realize is that if you use longer titles, when people are searching for your content, YouTube truncates the longer title. So you want to try to keep your title as short as possible. But obviously, if you have to put in more information in there, you can do that. But remember, even if you think you need a longer title, you could put some of that in the thumbnail if you want to add like additional context to the title, but it might be too long for the actual title itself. Think about putting a couple of words of text in the thumbnail. I wouldn't put no more than 3 words of text in the thumbnail, but you could also use the thumbnail to supplement your title as well. So you got to be able to use everything that we are offered here.
And if I click on the most popular, it's really interesting to see what has been the most popular for them. I mean, this is a breakout video 3 months ago. This new hydrogen breakthrough shocks American scientists. I would wonder if they've already made a part 2 to that or a second video that could go along with that, because 46,000 views is definitely a breakout on their channel here. When I look at those different videos that are really skyrocketing.
Yep.
Alrighty. Community tab. How do you like to use the community tab, Viper?
So the community tab is a little different because I know some people use their community tabs as content dump. They just put like the latest video that they uploaded on there. And that's not really the best way to use the community tab, in my opinion. It should be more for what you're doing behind the scenes, or maybe you have a video that's coming down the line. Maybe you want to talk about that, or you can use it as a way to get feedback from your viewers, your audience. You could do polls in there. I think they now have image polls that you could do in there as well. So you can poll for different ideas of what the audience wants to see and just general engagement with your audience. So that's what the community tab is really there for. And that's how I feel like we should be using it, as to have that extra engagement with the audience that you might not necessarily be able to get on a video.
Yeah. So how would you rate the way that Tech Edge is using their community tab so far?
Not enough. You should be using it as often as possible. Hey, use it daily if you have the bandwidth, but definitely use it more than once every 3 weeks. That's just that you're not. And I'm guilty as well. I don't use mine nearly enough. So I would definitely suggest you all use your community tab at least a few times a week, if at the minimum.
Yes, I think that's good. And Tech Edge, I would say, let's see. I don't see shorts on here with you. So I see that you're not quite making shorts yet as a content creator. With this type of content, especially when you've got 46,000 views on this video, I'd recommend that you'd maybe break that up into a short, or could you make the same video a lot shorter? Could you maybe take out the biggest point and turn it into a piece of short form content? And that can maybe increase some of the views that you're seeing on your channel. But good job at Tech Edge, reaching that 1,000 subscribers, on your way to the 250,000 minutes of watch time and 250,000. Yes, I said that right. Sometimes I get messed up, but because it's 4,000 hours, and then you make that into minutes, and then it just becomes a whole thing. So, well, Viper, we're excited because you're joining us from vidIQ, and vidIQ is definitely one of our most favorite companies that we get to partnered with, that we use, and we actually have used them for several years. A couple things. One, I'd love to know what you love about working with vidIQ as a content creator, and then two, how people could jump right into to using vidIQ as a platform.
Well, one of the cool things for me about working with vidIQ, or I should say for vidIQ, is that it's not a typical 9 to 5 job. I pretty much set my own schedule. As long as I get all my stuff I need to get done, I can set my own schedule, which means that I'm doing work for vidIQ, but that also means that I have time to do my own content on YouTube, because obviously I'm a content creator. That's how I got that's how I got noticed and things like that. So it allows me that flexibility to do what I want to do while still getting the vidIQ stuff done. As far as the actual tool itself, because vidIQ is a suite of tools, we have some awesome tools over there. One of my favorites is something that we call daily ideas. And basically how you use it is that if you're coming up with like let's say you have like writer's block or content creator block, you don't know what to make a video about. We have an AI that will literally generate video ideas based off of the things that are happening with the videos that you've done in the past and other creators in your niche and the content that they're doing and have done in the past. So it basically just aggregates a bunch of different ideas and it presents it to you. And then you could pick which ones you want to save and hold on to, or you could take those ideas and change them up a little bit to make them uniquely your own. And oddly enough, or I should say not oddly, but actually right now we are having a Black Friday sale for signing up to use our Boost tier, which is like our middle tier. You can get 6 months of Boost for half off by using the promo code CyberWeek at checkout. So if you are not using vidIQ, I would definitely recommend you go try it out, especially since we have a free tier. Even if you don't want to pay for anything right now, you can still try the free tier to see if it's something that you can use to help you grow on YouTube. So check it out.
So cool. I use the Boost plan. I love it so much. Let me know in the comments if you're watching live right now, either on Facebook or over on YouTube. Are you a vidIQ user? And tell other people one of your favorite features inside of the vidIQ ecosystem. It's one of my favorite things that I use as a content creator, because it gives you all the ideas, guys. You don't have to overthink it. vidIQ makes it so easy with all of their AI and how they're able to do that. All right, we're going to jump into a few more channel reviews. But we've got a question coming in from Christianity Explained. I've been doing book reviews on my channel. How do I go about doing a batch record for books so I don't burn myself out? Viper, do you batch record, and what advice would you have for this content creator?
I don't batch record, but I have batch recorded in the past. Basically, you just have to set aside a block of time that you need to sit down and record your content one after one after one. It's easier if you like break it apart. So me, I'm a crazy man, because usually when I put out a video, I will shoot, edit, and upload the video on the same day. That might not be workable for all of you. But if you're talking about batch recording a video, set aside a day that you just want to shoot the A-roll or whatever. Just shoot the video, record the video. You don't edit it or nothing like that. Just record it. And then the next day, you can go back and edit the videos or do something like that. Or maybe you set aside a day to create the thumbnail for the video. So it's basically just all about doing multiple pieces of content in one sitting, depending on how it fits into your life schedule. So if you're busy and you know that you're not going to be able to upload content like next week or the week after, batch recording so you don't have that void in your content schedule can be clutch.
Yeah, it's really, really important. I love batching because I like to get in the frame of mind of recording. And I think that it's understanding that not every video, no two videos have to be the same. So I always say, well, what if we did it this way? Because I think that allows you to know that like not all of your videos have to be 10 minutes long. Not all your videos have to be a video review. What if one of your videos was your top 5 books that you've already reviewed, and you actually just stitch that together, and that's a video in itself. So always be thinking of what if we did it this way, to allow for you to have a little more freedom when it comes to your recording of your videos and not burning out. Burnout's a real thing, Viper, especially as a content creator, because we are always constantly having to make content. Before we get into this, what are some of the things you're seeing, or for you, what are some of the tips you have to not burn out as you're constantly creating content?
I think the biggest advice I can offer you all is to not compare yourself to bigger creators. Mm-hmm. When I'm doing these thumbnail audits on Twitter every Thursday, they're telling me that they're doing different things because they see their bigger favorite creator doing it. And that's not always going to be a path that will work for you, because you have to understand that those bigger creators, they've been doing it for a lot longer. They've established their brand. They're known. They have an audience already. So they can do things differently from what a smaller, newer creator can do. So you can't always do everything that the bigger creators do. So my advice would be to avoid burnout, avoid comparing yourself or trying to do or model yourself after your bigger creator friends or bigger creator faves or whatever. Develop a support system around you with creators that are around your similar part in your journey, like newer creators or creators that have been doing it for a few months, whatever. Have that support system in place so you can like help each other grow and get through it, because that is a lot more realistic than trying to compare yourself and trying to do things after a bigger creator.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Amen to that. That is so, so true. And stay in your own lane. How you might create might be totally different than how someone else needs to create. So it's also just remembering to stay in your own lane. All right, let's get into a couple more channel reviews. We're going to do some rapid fire channel reviews here. Diary. Can we say that one more time? Diary of an Artist, already at 6.5 thousand reviews, almost hitting that watch time so we can get to monetization here. And right off the bat, I'm seeing a really great header. What are some things you love about this header, Viper?
I like the fact that they have their art utensils and just pieces of art in the thumbnail. I mean, in the thumbnail, in the banner, because it lets me know that this is an art channel right off the bat. We're dealing with an artist. It's probably gonna be content about art. And I love that when I look at a channel banner, I immediately get a sense of what I'm going to get on the channel. That's how I feel like the banner should be used. When I look at your banner, I should get an immediate sense of what you're trying to do with your channel, and this creator hits the home run with it.
Mm-hmm, definitely. And we've got this vidIQ plugin right here, this VPH. Why is this important, Viper, when you see something like this happening on a video?
VPH, for those of y'all who are not aware, is view per hour. And it can be important because if you are, because not only if you have the VI, let me start over. If you have this vidIQ installed on your browser, the VPH won't just show up on your channel. It'll show up on other channels like Heather has here. And if you see another channel with a very high VPH, then that's a potentially trending topic that you could jump on as a creator and make content similar to that or around that. Mm-hmm. So it's always good to pay attention to the VPH that you see on somebody else's channel, especially if they're in your niche. Because if they have a high VPH video in your niche, that means that topic is resonating with a lot of people, and that's something that you could potentially make a video about.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So this channel to me is showing kind of a lifestyle vlog style channel. What is your advice to vloggers, Viper, when it comes to creating content? And are you for or against vlogging as a channel?
Okay. So it's funny because we get this a lot on vidIQ. So here's the thing, you all, and some of this might be a truth that you might not want to hear, but I'm here to give it to you anyway. You can vlog as a newer creator, and this is basically for newer creators because I'm guessing most of you all are newer creators or just starting your journey. But as a newer creator, you can vlog, but nobody knows you. So you just can't vlog for the sake of vlogging. You have to figure out a way for that vlog to provide value to a potential viewer. Why should they watch your vlog? So here's the thing. Instead of titling your vlog, such and such vlog day 1 or whatever, or such and such vlog today, did something happen in that vlog? Did something exciting happen? Or did you learn how to do something that maybe somebody watching the vlog, they can learn after you? Are you going to teach us how to do something in that vlog? So think about titling your vlog. Think about taking the highlight of the vlog and using that as the title instead of using vlog such and such as your title. Because you have to think, anytime you make a video and upload it on YouTube, think to yourself, why should someone click? Or even you, why would I watch this? That is the number one question that you have to be able to answer as a creator when you're uploading content to YouTube. Why would I watch this? And that go further. Why would strangers watch your video? If you can answer that confidently, then you're good to go. But if you have trouble answering that question, you need to rework your title or your thumbnail to give a more succinct reason for a stranger to click on your video.
Mm-hmm. I could have answered better myself. And even when I look at what her most popular videos are, here's a couple things that I see. One, you're definitely still creating them in a vlog style content. These are a year ago, 2 years ago, 2 years ago, a year ago. So a couple things that I noticed. One, like answering your Canvas questions. This is great. 29,000 views. You could do this once a quarter. You could do the same video once a quarter answering Canvas questions, because I mean, we do a channel review on this channel every 2 weeks, and we will get new channels, new questions, same questions, answering a different way, new guests. Like, there's so many ways that you could do that, but you're hitting a nerve right here with answering your Canvas questions, sketches versus rolls, how I store huge paintings. You're answering questions, but you're doing it in a vlog style. So I'm seeing a lot of your best performing content. How I ship a package. This is great. This is exactly what you're just saying, Viper, right? Like, what is the main thing that happened, and how does it relate to the audience, and how does it serve the audience well? This is
Yes,
a prime example of that, for a video.
exactly.
Art studio tour. It's finally here. Amazing. And by the way, you have beautiful art. Like, you are an incredible artist, and I love that you're sharing it more and more with doing these vlogs. But if I'm seeing, like, even what these old videos look like versus newer ones, this to me feels very vloggy, right? These are vlog style, and sometimes some of them are hard to read. Like, there's a lot of words happening in these thumbnails that are
Hmm.
harder to read. Like, and that this one is about Mother's Day. It doesn't matter. Oh no, it's not about Mother's Day. It doesn't matter, and that's a good thing. You can't even really read, and that's a good thing, unless I have it scaled up on a 32-inch monitor. So you want to be careful about the words that you're putting into your thumbnails when it comes to creating different types of content. She also did say she's already monetized, and I do like how she is using her community tab. She's making polls here, which is great. That's helping people. She's putting different photos. She's also then giving calls to action to her videos. And this seems like a very active, she's getting likes here. I would engage people in more questions. You'll get more comments when you engage people in more questions, and looking really good.
Yeah, she's definitely on the right track. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, keep up the good work. This is a great one here. I love this too. Join our co-creator community. Let's just click on it and see where it takes us. You guys can't see it, but I can see it. And it takes us over to a site that you must be 18 or older to view. And I'm not going to click on that because I am not going there today. So thank you so much for being a part of our community. Thank you so much for dropping that there. Let's get into the next channel review. And actually, I'm excited because a lot of these creators looks like they've actually been doing this for a little while, which I love to see. Even if you're a newer creator, that's
so the
fine.
Minnesota Timberwolves have made some
So let me go
moves
back
during
here.
this offseason, but the
Pause.
young
Okay, let's go here. Anthony, or no, that's not Anthony. Who is this? Let's see. My channel. Oh, it doesn't have a name. Okay. My channel consists of NBA basketball breakdowns and analysis of players, studying stats, players, and teams' tendencies, creating visuals for you to enjoy and stay up to date with all things NBA and even historical NBA events. So we are at 2.4K subscribers, doing pretty good on these. This view 10 days ago. What do you automatically see right away, Viper?
I like the fact that he's using pictures of actual players in the thumbnail because they are instantly recognizable and they lend a bit of authenticity to the content. So I love that, and I love how he's using the text and he's putting the players in front of the text and he's giving the text that 3D effect. So I love these thumbnails. These thumbnails are amazing.
Yeah,
I love
would
the thumbnails.
say, I mean, I don't know if they have a design background or maybe he's hiring someone to do this, but these are legit thumbnails. These are some good thumbnails with big words. I love how you said too, like just that 3D effect that's happening. Really, really, really cool. All right, let's go into so how do you feel about these types of faceless channels, Viper?
You can absolutely have a faceless channel, but what you cannot do, and I'm not saying that the creator is doing it because I have no idea, but if you're going to have a faceless channel, please, please, please use your voice. Do not use a robot voice on your faceless channel because you just take away from the personable appearance, the human aspect of your channel. It doesn't work, and you're not going to get many people to stay around if you use a robot voice. The other thing about faceless channels is that you can do it, but you gotta inject your personality into it because it's hard to be a faceless channel with no personality. That it just does not work. You have to remember that it's called YouTube for a reason. You got to put the U in YouTube, and especially so when we're talking about a faceless channel.
One thing I want to point out too here that I really, really love, and I wish more content creators would do this, is I clicked on a video because I just wanted to see, this video right here has 4,000 views 10 days ago. So it looks like it's one of your better performing videos. And this is what I love to see right here. Comments, right? Someone commented to you, you replied back to them. And this is how you build community right here, folks. You comment back. Look at this. I want to applaud this creator for being in their comments within the last 10 days, replying back to everyone that commented on their content. Way to go. That's such a huge community builder piece of that. All right, let's just see. I want to go into here and see what they're doing. Okay, good. This is what I want to make sure. So we've got a copyright disclaimer posted in here because they're using other people's content. So this is a wise thing to do if you are using other people's content, because he's got the fair use is permitted by copyright statute. So what they're doing is just making sure no copyright infringement intended. All rights belong to the respective owners. So just giving themselves just a cover, basically, with creating content that is, as I can see here, so he's using actual footage, right? So he's breaking up actual footage, which can get you copyright claimed because you're using footage that says it cannot be reused. But it looks like they put like titles over this one here. So this is right here. They're actually creating new content inside of old content, which is how you can do some of these faceless channel pieces here. This to me is definitely a channel that should be all about trends. So all about trends is a big way to know what you should be doing and what kind of content you should be creating. So you should be deep into the Reddits, into podcasts, into, what are the latest things that people are talking about and jumping on those trends when it comes to creating content in this space. How do you feel about the titles, Viper, or comment on that?
Okay. So we need to talk about the copyright thing for a minute. Just because you have that disclaimer in your description means nothing. It literally means nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
You have to remember, YouTube has a copyright content ID system. So the algorithm looks for content that does not belong, or I should say, the algorithm, the computer, looks for content that has been tagged by its actual copyright owner. So if it catches you using that content, it's going to flag you anyway, regardless if you have an ID in there or not. So what you have to do what this creator did and actually have transformative content. And what that means is that, like Heather was alluding to, this creator is he has overlays, he has titles and things over the actual content. So he transformed the content into something different. That is legal. What you can't do is just re-upload clip from an NBA game with no edit to the content, nothing like that. That will get you copyright claimed. And if you do it enough, you'll get a copyright strike. And as we all know, if you get 3 copyright strikes, your channel is done. It's out of here. So be very careful, but understand that having all that in your description means nothing. You have to make sure that the content itself is transformative. You have to do something with it, not just reuse it and re-upload it, especially if it does not belong to you.
That is a great explanation, because that's why I said, I'm like, well, I mean, they've got it here, which is a good thing. But at the same time, if you're just re-uploading content, that's not good. So my thing too is, if you're going to create content that is going to be faceless, you've got to do your homework. You've got to understand what the rules are, because we are using the platform of YouTube to grow your influence, to grow your income. So you should understand what game you're playing and understand what the rules are and how you can work around those, work with those rules, to be creating great content that helps people, but is not, it's not going to get you shut down, right?
Exactly.
All right, we've got this content creator here, Alun Jill TV. That's what I'm going with. What are you thinking, Viper? Alun Jill TV.
Sounds about right to me.
All right. And can you tell right away what this channel is about?
No. He said commentary in the banner, which is fine, but commentary about what? I mean, there's a million things you could be doing commentary about, but that banner doesn't tell me what you're commentating on or about.
Looks like this is a shorts creator with a few long form videos. And this creator also, after I clicked through a couple of them, looks like they're just they are taking content and recreating content and getting views from that content. A lot of views from that content is happening over here. But it looks like just taking from TV shows and commentary, like other people's content. Is that what you're seeing?
Yeah, it looks like you are taking content that does not belong to you. And again, like I just explained, you can get in trouble for doing it if you're not transforming it. You might be transforming it. We're not looking at the content itself, so I don't know. But if you are not transforming the content, they will come for you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So looking like it's a shorts creator. And then Dwayne Wade ex-wife speaks out. Okay, so just let's see, is there actual commentating? Okay, so he's actually in the lower third here commentating on this content, which is good, but I don't know if that's actually happening on the short form content. Well, probably should let me click on another one. I should read the titles before I click on things. Hey, all right, people. Dave Chappelle. Yeah, that's what I would say about this one. This one to me seems like he's now jumping into the game of actually commentating on things. Which looks like it is starting to work here. Andrew Tate reaction. All right. I would not start a video like this. I know we're not doing video reviews, but this is not good. I would not start a video. Already we are 8 seconds in and nothing but a title has happened so far. I would definitely switch that up. But this to me, okay, so this is a reaction style channel. What are some tips you have for reaction style content when it comes to using popular content like this?
Emotion. It's really all about emotion, because if you're reacting to something, I'm expecting you to have some type of emotion. So you need to be able to relate that emotion either in your title, your thumbnail, or both. Otherwise, why am I going to watch your reaction? What makes your reaction different or more viable than the hundreds of other reaction channels on YouTube? So you gotta figure out how to differentiate that, and the way you do that is by adding that emotional context to your reaction. Maybe using one of the legendary YouTube shock face in your thumbnail, or some type of emotion in your face in your thumbnail that relates to, or that gives us a little bit of an idea of which way you're leaning. Or maybe you have some type of emotional statement at the end of the title or before the title to let us know that, all right, wow, he's going in, or she's mad. Like, I need that emotion if you're going to react to something. I need to know that it makes you feel some type of way, and that's why you're talking about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that reaction style channels you actually have to be really entertaining. Like you actually really, I mean, and that is a hard thing to do. A lot of people are not entertaining. They think they are, but they're not actually entertaining. And so you've got to have that like entertaining gene to keep someone to watch from the beginning towards the end, which is a hard thing to do when it comes to YouTube. And I love how you said that, Viper. You got to figure out what makes you different. How can you stand out from all of the other reaction channels? It has to actually lie on you as the creator to make that happen. All right, we're going to get to a couple more channels really quick. If you're just joining us right now, hit that like button. Viper is from the vidIQ family. We're doing a collaboration right here. And Viper, you guys are live over on vidIQ doing this type of work all the time. What can people expect if they subscribe over on vidIQ?
Well, if you come to the vidIQ YouTube channel, we do 2 live streams a week. On Tuesday, we do content similar to this. We do actual channel audits like we're doing now. Today, on Wednesday, we do video reviews. So we actually click into your video and we will watch the first 30 seconds, and we'll let you know what we think about your editing, your presentation style, things that you can improve on, things that you're doing correctly, different things like that. So we do channel audits on Tuesdays, actual content audit reviews, whatever, on Wednesdays. And then throughout the rest of the week, we're just doing different educational videos, either telling you about different ways that you can grow on YouTube, or highlighting a vidIQ tool, or YouTube news. So if you wanted to know about everything growing on YouTube, vidIQ is the place to be.
So true. And actually, right now, nope. Okay, not live anymore, but still live over on vidIQ. When we are done with this stream here, if you're watching live and you want to get more action like this, you can head over to vidIQ, where you can hang out with them to be able to get channel reviews, video reviews, and all the fun things that are happening over on that channel. I love it. I think it's a really fun channel to watch. I actually watch you guys all the time. I love watching vidIQ.
Appreciate you.
Fun. All right, let's get to another channel here. We've got Cooking with Caitlin. Viper, we know exactly what this channel is about, right?
Exactly. I mean, she makes it so easy. You got the picture of food in the banner. It says easy meal for busy lives. I mean, I love it. I mean, I love when people just make it easy for me to understand what I'm getting.
It's my favorite. And you're right. Like, 4 busy lives. Guess what I'm not doing? This isn't like slow cooking, you know, all the things taking all day living on a farm. She's like, you have a busy life. Let's get this going. So, all right. Ooh, jumping in right away. What do you think about these thumbnails?
Ooh, you're not okay. so I gave you a few praise with the banner, but the thumbnail we're gonna need to do a little work. The problem with the thumbnails is that you are covering up the food, and you're a cooking channel. Now it's like a cardinal sin. You don't want to cover up the food. The people are coming to the channel to see how good the food looks. So if you're covering the food up with the text, you are doing yourself a disservice, and the viewers are gonna be like, I don't know. So definitely work on making it either one, making the text or using less text, making it smaller, or hell, eliminating the text entirely, because you're don't whatever you do not cover the food with the text. Don't do that.
Yeah. I also want to encourage you, Caitlin. I see that you're definitely, you know, you're going at it. You're making this content. You're doing great. You're getting videos up. Looks like 1 time a week. So great job in that. Your homework for this week is to study food photography. I think this is really wise if you're doing any type of before and after DIY food specifically, is to actually really study food photography, because one thing I can notice is you can maybe even up the saturation in these photos just a little bit. It'll make them pop a little bit, or get yourself a really good Lightroom filter that would be on here that could really, I mean, there's really good ones you can purchase on, you just go to like Etsy and you can buy some really good photography filters that you can just slap right onto your photography. Because what I would say is especially when it comes to food, you want it to look good. Like you want it to look really, really good. Well, this crockpot soup looks good. It's a white bowl with a white background. So I need a little bit more to make me really enticed to go and click through that. Let's see what some of your popular food is, because maybe, Caitlin, you've got some things, okay, you do. So one of the things I'm seeing that you're really good at and that your audience likes is these crock pot recipes. They really like these crock pot recipes because your top 6, you've got 3 of those happening in here. So that's really, really great to see. 4 of them. Okay, lots of crock pots. Not that you need to turn into a crock pot channel, but it's just knowing what you're getting views on and knowing how you could go deeper with that. So I don't know if you've done a crock pot review video. I don't know if you compare different crock pots together. I am a person that has no clue what I'm looking for when I'm buying appliances. And so I wouldn't know the difference between crock pots. These are just some ideas that you can have, because just because you're a cooking channel doesn't mean that you can't also be doing review types content around the different pieces that you're using to create your content. I love that she's using a lot of these like 4. I saw this a couple times, like 4 budget friendly things. So it's more than one. 5 easy and fast freezer meals. Apple crisps. That looks good. I'm kind of hungry now, Viper. Whenever I review a cooking channel, I get kind of hungry. Shorts, making some shorts over here as well. Looks like you're starting to figure out how to do those. Actually making a lot of shorts. So maybe even posting 1 video and 1 short a week, looks like is happening over here. Yeah, I would turn the saturation. I would figure out maybe the lighting here also. Like this feels pretty dark. A little more light if I'm just critiquing your actual videos.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. And then using that community tab 2 hours ago, 2 days ago. Good job. Nice. All right. What do you have to review on this one? Anything else I left out on that, Viper?
No, I think we nailed everything with that channel. She's off to a good start. Keep uploading the content. Keep getting better.
Yeah, really like it. Really great job. All right. I'm going to let you start off this one here. Let's see. We've got Ladies Farm, a life on the farm. Well, we know exactly what this is about. This is a great channel banner, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Life on the farm. Now, this is me kind of nitpicking, but there's a lot that can happen on a farm. So I'm just curious, like, what exactly is your content going to cover as it relates to farm life? Because farm life is a big, vague topic. Like, there's a lot. You got animals, you got like farm duties, you got farm stables and equipment and housing and stuff. So what part of it are you focusing on, or are you just trying to focus on the big niche that is farm life? So that's probably my first critique. You might want to figure out how to narrow it down into a more or more niche subject area so people can better identify with the content that you want to do. It looks like you're doing a lot of homestead stuff, so that might be a place to start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I follow a lot. I'm really, really fascinated by the farming community and kind of the homesteading community. But I follow different people for different reasons. Like I follow one girl because she does all things canning. Like she's just amazing at canning. I follow another girl because she does everything with goats. And again, they both do the same things, but it's what are you emphasizing on? And that's a really good point here, Viper, because if I look at the content she's currently creating, my trip to Virginia, which is great, except I might not be interested in that. That might not be it because I'm getting a trip to Virginia and I'm getting homemade wing sauce. Feels a little disjointed. Vlogging looks like vlogging's happening. Then we're doing like a van life conversion. So I think this is one of the pieces where people fall into where it's not an oversharing. It actually just isn't a narrowing down of focus that can happen when you're creating content on YouTube.
Yeah,
What do you think about the? Oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I'll say the way to think about this is think about when you step into somewhere like a Dunkin' Donuts, right? You're stepping into a Dunkin' Donut because you want a donut, probably. I mean, yes, they have coffee, they have breakfast foods, they have ice cream as well, depending on which one you go to. But you're not going in there for all that. You're going in there because you want a donut.
Mm-hmm.
So when people come to your channel, they need to be able to recognize instantly what they're going to get from your channel. Now, when you grow an audience, then you have the opportunity to expand your content. But when you're trying to grow first starting out, you got to be more focused about what you're going to present to the audience so they can get comfortable with you. And then as you grow, that time to expand will naturally come for you.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I am not a huge fan of this text on okay, I like this one, like garden tour. I like that better. And it feels like I'm not hitting like a branding side. Like it feels very and now we're kind of getting a little bit better with some of the look and feel of it. But like even in this jalapeno jelly, there is a lot happening in that one photo. One photo's got a lot of things happening and I don't quite know where to look. I want one jar of jalapeno jelly, just like a jar sitting there so that I know what it is because we've got tongs. It's in a kitchen. I see you. So it almost looks like it's a screenshot rather than an actually good, well done, thought through thumbnail.
Also, the jalapeno jelly and the jalapeno, the candle jalapeno, the thumbnails look way too similar.
Mm-hmm.
You might mess around and have your viewers or your subscribers skip that video because they feel like they've already seen it if you make them too similar. So be careful with that too.
Mm-hmm. I think these channels are going to really, really, this to me is like a huge branding play, a huge personal branding play. So I'm really excited that you are, look at this, new videos out Sunday, Wednesday, Friday mornings. You're really hustling. So I think this is great for being able to grow getting able to grow the branding of what you're doing. But I would just say let's focus maybe just a little bit more on one piece of the farm rather than the whole farm as a whole. But good job so far as you are growing. Go ahead.
Before we move on, what is that branding at the bottom left of your thumbnail? I don't know if that's your brand or if that's something else, but you don't need that in your thumbnail.
Mm-hmm.
You are wasting space with that branding, so I would say remove that.
Yeah, definitely. I think that was a really good thing to do on YouTube, like several years ago when it came to like really branding what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
When subscribers really mattered, and now views really matter, right? And the subscribers still matter, but views really matter and keeping people on the platform, and even how YouTube has changed over the years. I feel like that personal touch that goes on there isn't as necessary anymore as it used to be.
Right.
Back in the day. So, well, hey, Viper, we're coming to the top of the hour. I want to thank you so much for being a part of what we're doing here at Think Media. If you've not yet already gone over, you can get started with vidIQ today for $1. And then you also said, Viper, that there is a special happening. Our team's going to drop that. Why don't you tell the people one more time what that is today before we close this out?
Absolutely. So we have a Black Friday special happening. So if you sign up for vidIQ, I believe it's on Friday, and you can, I cannot talk today. If you sign up on Friday with vidIQ, you can get our boost plan 6 months for 50% off. You do that by using the promo code CyberWeek at checkout, and that will get you 50% off for the first 6 months of signing up for our boost plan. So our boost is pretty much almost everything that we offer. You get access to all the tools and everything. And I feel like a lot of you all can take advantage of that, and it might really help you out having access to like pretty much the full tool suite for a reduced price for a half a year. So definitely go over there and take advantage of that if you are able.
Definitely. It's one of my favorite tools that we use here at Think Media. It's been a pleasure to be able to have you on today, Viper, and be able to do channel reviews. You can head over to vidIQ. They're doing some things over there every single day. So you can head over there as well to see Viper and the whole crew if you want to get more in depth on your channel reviews and your video reviews that are happening over on vidIQ channel. Thank you so much for watching today. Hit that like button if you liked this stream. And if you want to check out another video here on our podcast channel, you can click or tap the screen right now. And if you want to look at another channel review, you can click or tap the screen right now, and we will catch you in the next live stream. Bye, fam.